Hey people, it's Wednesday, September 9th. Just doing the midweek review, although it's not really midweek and it's not really Tuesday. But we did have turnaround Tuesday, as the saying goes. But you can see here, kind of was a bit of an ugly close. We did manage to remain strong through the entire trading day until we got into that last hour of trading, and we had some pretty harsh sell-off on the Dow. Nasdaq not so much, the SPY for sure. So not a great finish to what otherwise was a pretty good day for the bulls. So let's take a look at the particular indexes. We start out with the transports. Again, here we pulled back to this 20 moving average, and now we seem to have bounced off it. Although, like I said, again, well off the highs of the day. Um, RSI may be turning up a bit. I'm not really sure that this sell-off is over yet. This could have been a bit of a bounce after 3 days, a bit of a 3 day route, but you can see here volume wasn't particularly heavy. MACD is trending down a little bit. And the 10-year yield is kind of interesting. It looks like it's trying to break out here. If interest rates go higher, of course, that'll be good for the banks. And be keeping an eye on that to see how we finish the week. We've still got the 2 trading days left, Thursday and Friday. The Dow, again, pretty big rout last 3 days, and then we had a bit of a bounce. And if you look at it, it's a bit of a lackluster bounce. When you take a look at it, volume was light on this bounce, so again, not a lot of conviction to the upside on this bounce. And stochastics, you can see now, are trading down below the 50 level. Generally, when the stochastics hit below 50, rallies usually get sold, and that's kind of what we're seeing here right now. Again, RSI really came well off the oversold or overbought condition, and now we're sort of in the middle of the range here. But again, not what I would call super positive for the bulls. IWM, again, kind of a lackluster bounce back when you look at it under the grand scheme of things. Here we did hold this level, this 150-ish level. Again, volume light. Stochastics down below 50. All you can see here is maybe they're bouncing. Their mount's going to bounce off like they do before here. So the Qs, again, a nice little bounce back after the 3 day. Again, the same story of the tape here. Stochastics below 50. The volume pretty light here. SPY, I'm not going to repeat myself, kind of the same story. So all in all, I'm not seeing anything to get too excited about grabbing stuff to the long side. You can see here the dollars come back up. Yeah, we're coming back into an area that's been resistance before, here and then here, a lower high, and now we're right back up to this level again here. So be interesting to see which direction we resolve. I'm guessing we're going to head lower because we still look like we're in a bit of a downtrend. So what does that mean? Lower dollar. Good for commodities, particularly gold and silver. All you can say is that stochastics are turning up. Some momentums may be moving to the upside. We did put in a higher low on RSI. So again, it'll be interesting to see how we end out the week on the dollar here. And the VIX, let's take a look at the VIX. VIX again pulled back. Now this is, I guess you could say this is a positive because we did spike up here on those last 3 days of the sell-off. I even said yesterday I was surprised that as we were selling off, the VIX was not very strong. It didn't go out on the high of the day. It looked like it went out on the low of the day there, pretty close to it. So it kind of indicated to me that we were getting ready for a bounce, which we did get today, and you can see the VIX did sell off, and we're right back at the 200-day moving average. Again, stochastics turning lower, RSI hitting lower. So I guess on the positive side, you could see the VIX is pulling back a bit. So maybe that has some hope for the bulls. And again, this is more a reflection of the TLT where the yields are going. So yields going up, the TLT is going down. Quick look at the different sectors here to see which sectors did well and which didn't. You can see here, consumer discretionary up a bit. Technology was good today, seemed to be rotating. The materials were good as well. Energy, really an inside day here, but again, really established downtrend here. Just energy just looks horrible still. So we wouldn't want to get involved in this unless we saw some bottoming. Again, the staples, kind of an inside day there as well. Healthcare had not a bad day, but well off the highs. The real estate really up and then off the highs quite a bit. Same with utilities. Financials was basically an inside indecision doji. So yeah, technology and it looked like technology and materials were where people were rotating back into. So no scans tonight. I'm still busy with some other stuff, life stuff. But again, I just noted today I liked the price action on gold. Behaved pretty well today. Popped up. We seem to be kind of consolidating. You can see here basically an ascending wedge forming on this. So I'll be watching to see if we move higher on that. The volume was not great today. Stochastics turning up, RSI turning up, so maybe we put in a bit of a bottom here. So I'm kind of liking the way the price action on gold looks. Let's take a look at GDX, which is playing the miners. The miners had a really nice day today. Traded into those and then had a nice run going and then kind of got stopped out. But they look like they're ready to, maybe they're going to break out. But maybe we'll get a gap up and then a pullback again like we did here. So I'll be watching for a gap up and we'll see how the day resolves on Thursday. But all the moving averages are turning up as well. This could be the time that it starts to break out. Again, we've got a nice sort of ascending triangle here, so we'll see if we break out of that. And we could push higher from here, just like we had sort of on this this breakout here. So liking GDX, let's just take a quick look at gold and silver trade. Whoops, Pan American Silver. Like to always look at that one. Again, kind of an ascending triangle here. Looks like we're getting ready to break out on this one as well. Stochastics turning up. Bouncing off these moving averages. All I can say that I don't like about it is the volume's kind of light on this. And you have to be careful with these because if the market sells off, it doesn't matter what gold's doing. Sometimes it'll just drag the miners down with it because they are companies, and sometimes if there's margin calls, company stocks in a portfolio will just get randomly sold to cover margins. So you end up with some downward pressure anyway, despite what the price of gold's doing. So sometimes you will get that divergence. So I don't think we're going to have a huge flush day, but you just never know what's coming down the pipe. Anyway, that's all I got time for tonight, but let's keep an eye on technology tomorrow, see what's going to happen. It looks like, again, if it's going to take the lead on leading us higher, and keep an eye on these material stocks, gold, silver. They look like they could be ready to make a run here. All right, well, have a great evening, rest of you guys. We'll see you hopefully at 8:30 in the morning. We've got the pre-market show on YouTube at 8:30, and then trading the market at 9:30. Good night, everyone.